Welcome back. It is still sunrise. Yes, it looks unusual, but yes, it is sunrise coming to you from Channels. We have a live audience today who I presume is having a ball because we have two co-presenters who are making us laugh quite a bit this morning. Alaja, Don Jassy is here. Please, not Don Jazzy. Don Jassy is here with us, as well as Frank Donga, Spider-Man.
I greet you.
Did you say you hate her?
I say I greet you.
Yes, it's Christmas season and everybody is celebrating. Well, many people are celebrating. We always celebrate this period. Friends are moving around. It's a time for family. People travel to be with their families. But what exactly are we celebrating? What is the reason for this season? We have Venerable Ariire Kolawole of the All Saints Anglican Church, Ikosi, and he will be telling us more about what we should be celebrating. Venerable, good morning.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
You are welcome. Now, we are making a lot of fuss. For many people, especially children, is about, Christmas Day, the food, the turkey, the chicken, the rice, the ice cream.
The presents.
The presents under the Christmas tree. In fact, we're going to talk about that Christmas tree thing as well. But what really is Christmas?
Well, Christmas is all about the birth of Christ. And Christ came at the state of hopelessness and the state of helplessness. How do I mean? Before Christ, there were difficulties and there were total, loss of hope in the whole world. And ever before he came, everybody, economically, politically, everything, people lost, hope. There was no hope anywhere. People were like looking unto God for, a better life. And God again now came, by himself. In the beginning, according to the Bible, God made everything perfect. There were joy, there were peace, and of course, the nature of man in the beginning, there was no death, no difficulties. God actually perfected everything. But in Genesis chapter 3, there were issues. Adam, the first man created an evil, sinned. And of course, God sent them out of the garden. The first, which we can refer to as the planet then, not really planet, but the first world that was, created, which was perfect. And the Bible says, at that moment, man was cut short of God's glory. Every benefit that man was enjoying from God, man was cut short of it. And so, but even at that point, God was still never happy see man suffering. Because even before man was conceived by God, God already loved man. And that is why if you see the chronological order of creation, you discover that you will see God's love in man. Even before man was created, God already showed that. And that was the reason in that chronological order, man created last. Why? What God was showing to us, it is his love, even right from the beginning. He made the whole environment perfect. Everything that will make man, happy, conducive, and comfortable, God already, because it was also, possible for God to have created man, first before making all other things. But if God has done that, man will suffer. And that showed us how much God loved man. Even before man was created, God already loved him, and he has showed love in everything. So at that point, in Genesis chapter 3, that man was sent out of the garden, God was not really happy about it. And God decided again to bring man to the original. What I call the original is that the glory that man was cut out of, and those benefits that man was enjoying that could not be in again. So God decided, because in John chapter 4, in verse 24, the Bible says God is a spirit. Now another world is created where man is now living in. And don't forget again that we're issued in heaven again, where Satan was sent from heaven into the world. And the Bible says there was a curse upon the world at that time. Woe to the world, because Satan was already entered. Because he knew what Satan was going to, do concerning people and man at that time. And so God cannot come in his own celestial, image, because it cannot fit in this planet. He now came through, Jesus, and that was the reason why the gospel in John chapter 1 say, and God so loved the world and sent his only son. God came in Jesus and sent. So before then, there were prophecies. The prophecy of hope, telling people that, no, don't lose hope. It's not yet over. It's not yet over. A Messiah is coming. And for long, centuries, that has been expected, coming, and it didn't. And suddenly, at Christmas, this Messiah, came. What Jesus came to do, one, it is to restore hope. Two, it came to bring joy back and to now take man back to that benefit, original benefit, to the source that we do enjoy, from God. So what we celebrate now, it is the love of Christ to man. The love, that is the basis, the love of Christ. And God now showed this love through giving. So Christmas is about giving. One, giving started from giving the whole only child to the whole world. And that is why today people also, among us, among men, we express that love in times of giving by also exchanging gifts during Christmas.
Real quick, because this one's the one that a lot of people are concerned about. This matter of date. Is it December 25? Is that the most important thing about this season?
No.
December 25?
No, at all. Date is not matter in this celebration. Whether date. Don't forget, the birth of Jesus marked the beginning of another era. Marked the beginning of another era. Before Jesus was born, the people then has a way of dating. It is not this same calendar we use. It is the Jesus that came, the birth of Jesus now, that now brought another new beginning. Then don't forget, sir, it is the date that my father and my mother told me that I was born that I agree.
True.
So I can't know the date that I was born. It is what they told me. Do you understand? And then in their own time, it was not this same calendar. Dating were being made at that time by happenings, by events. Do you understand what happened at that time? You will recall while we were that small, we do sing. At the night of the birth of Jesus, there were Harmattan. And Harmattan do come during this period. So dating at that time, it was by season, by event, by happenings at that time. So people could not actually, Then I will also say this, that it is not even a matter of date. Whether Jesus is born in April or Jesus is born in September, no record in history and no religion has ever disputed the fact that Jesus was born. And that is fundamental. It hasn't. Every religion, I've gone through, I've studied at least about over 201 religion now, world religion. None has, even the closest one, the very key one, none has ever disputed the fact that Jesus was born. I can tell you today, sir, in Islam, in Quran, do you know that Quran have details about the history of Jesus even than the Bible? The Quran started the history of Jesus right from the great-grandmother of Jesus. You can't find that in the Bible. And Quran also accepted fully that Jesus was born and Jesus also came as Messiah. In the Middle East religion, the Shintoism, the Buddhists and whatever, they also agree. So what is fundamental here is that Jesus was born He came as a Messiah and is coming back to judge the world. That's all.
Okay.
And that's not, and he was born during Harmattan.
Everywhere is soft and
Everywhere was soft and cold.
And that is still being maintained till now.
Okay, now, Venerable, before we let you go, before you let you go, I'd like your comment about the commercialization of the whole Christmas idea.
Well, it is. I will take that to be a reflection of feelings. That's well, like an expression of feeling rather. How do I mean? Christmas. If you look at it critically today, you will now discover that Christmas is so important today that it has become, festival of everybody. Regardless of your religion and where you belong, your history, your color, your language, or whatever. Do you understand? And for now, like I told you, don't forget, when anybody's hope is being restored, you already lost hope, and hope is being restored, and you are assured of this, you can express this feeling in any way. So what we do today, it is a way, one, of saying there are so many things that are associated with this celebration. One, everybody now is like, especially in Nigeria that we live, if anybody survived this year in Nigeria, anybody in this country, Nigeria today, you survive it, because I don't think I have ever read in history the kind of situation and circumstances that we went through in this country in terms of insecurity, in terms of rituals, killing, all the rest. I don't think it has ever happened, except maybe in the times of intertribal war. Now, if anybody now survived this season, I think it's a thing of joy. So all we see now, we call commercial, it is a reflection of feelings and a way of giving thanks to God.
And that is a good place to leave it. Thank you very much, Venerable Ariire Ayo Kolawole of the All Saints Anglican Church, Ikosi.
So talking about the season, some people will believe that maybe Jesus should have been born in Nigeria because he's incredibly gifted. Just like Nigerians, and every Nigerian is gifted, just like Venerable said. It's only Nigerians who say that we'll go abroad. The way we excel, we dazzle everybody. Look at that auntie that just sang that opera, these things now. That opera song that she sang. Do you know she's in the U.S. Navy? You didn't know? You see yourself. She doesn't know she's in the U.S. Navy. In fact,
I mean, Nigerian man no war.
That auntie self is like the very first soprano out of Nigeria to go and sing for 2 U.S. presidents.
I sing
back to back.
Ni Moshalashi.
Look, is that what we are telling you?
No, what I'm saying is everything you have abroad, we have here.
Okay, now.
Jesus was born everywhere.
Okay, now let me even bring it home to you.
Oh, yeah?
Do you even know that?
Why are you giving me a profile? You want to marry Annie?
No, maybe she's a Navy. You better.
The fact that she's Navy, she can't work anything here. Navy, she
does not know that there's even another Nigerian like that. That one. Because we know that all this opera kind of song, you cannot relate to it. It's generally singing you started. Yes. So this one you can flow.
Tell me what is the name?
Imagine some, you know piano, keyboard.
Awalane.
Fine. Imagine.
Where do you know? Go and check the
now. Imagine somebody
him now.
that now puts Omele, Iyalu, Sakara
that
inside
one is our child.
This person,
he have not forget his source like you.
Is a Yamaha.
Yeah.
He's not generator one.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us to welcome Wale Oni, the Yamaha ambassador.
It's our children. Wale Oni is our children.
Will you give us Christmas bedu?
Christmas bedu?
Yes.
Wale Oni, please.
Please.
Oje.